Hi, so today we are going to talk about 5 steps on how to get rich and stay rich. Now, if you are watching this video right now, it is either of the two reasons. One, you know me and so you're watching this video, or two, you really like the title. And in both the cases, you're meant to be here. You see, out of lakhs and crores of people out there and watching different videos, how did you stumble upon this video specifically? That's because you're attracting that. You want to become rich and you want to stay rich. And that is why you landed up here. That's the law of attraction which is calling you. Okay, so now let's get to the topic. I'm going to tell you this in a form of a story. So let's say there were these two friends. Both of them went to the same school. They went to the same college. They had same financial conditions, but both had a different way of living. For now, let's just call them a rich guy and a poor guy. As simple as that. So let's say the poor guy, he finishes college and now he's got placed. So he got a very handsome salary of 60,000 rupees. And the first thing what he did is he bought himself a new iPhone. Who doesn't want iPhone, right? And then he went out partying. Yes, he went out shopping, and the process continued, right? With the rich guy, on the other hand, he had a practice which he used to call the saving practice, and he used to put 20% of whatever he used to get aside. So this guy, after he got his first salary, started putting out 20% of his money. He bought some insurance, he puts his money in some FD. He too did shopping. Yeah. In 2 years' time, both of them got a promotion, and both of them now were married. The poor guy, now his salary was 80,000 rupees. They bought a house, and they bought a big house, and the EMI of that house was around 50,000. He wanted to buy a car, so he bought a very big car, and the EMI of that car was around 20,000. Now, he still had his own lifestyle expenses, right? He continued doing that. On the other hand, he too got a raise. His salary also became 80,000. He too got married. He too bought a house. But he did not go to the most expensive part of the town. He got a decent house and he had a EMI of around 15,000 rupees. For a car, he bought a family car which got him into a EMI of around 8,000 rupees. So out of their earnings, they both had their own ways of spending their monies and got themselves into EMI. Now what has happened is, apart from this, the poor guy had his own lifestyle expenses, right? Even if there is no money in the pocket, he had to show stuff to people, right? So the social strata mattered. For the poor guy, that was the situation. But for the rich guy, it was not like that. He always calculated what he had and how he would want to spend it, and he always planned things. He knew one secret that time. Now, all of a sudden, what happens is a coronavirus outbreak happens. Now, in that situation, they both had their EMIs to pay. They both had some salary cut down. So their respective bosses said, yes, it's a worldwide lockdown and there's an economic crisis, and so we will be only giving you 25% of your salary. I can see a lot of you looking at yourself when I'm telling the story of the rich guy and the poor guy, right? You are a very intelligent person and you understand things, right? You are listening to the story. I want you to tell me, what do you think, who will be able to survive this lockdown for the next 6, 7, 8 months? The rich guy or the poor guy? It's the rich guy, right? Why? Because he has got a lot of savings. He has put his money aside 20% from the time he started getting his own salary. So that's a long duration that he's saving. So right now, in this situation, he can go on for the next 12 months, even if there's a lockdown. But what about the poor guy? He has a very lavish lifestyle. He has to pay his car EMIs. He has to pay his big house EMIs. He still has to maintain his lifestyle. And by the end of the month, he has a very cut-to-cut positions where his earning comes and the EMI goes equally higher, right? So he can survive for say 1 month or 2. That's the situation. So yes, the rich guy will be able to survive this lockdown and still maintain his strata and stay rich. Now, if you have understood this story, I'm going to tell you something that's the secret that the rich guy knew. Once you guys know this secret and you follow it, and you follow it to the T, you are going to definitely be rich and stay rich. Yes? Now, how does that happen? The rich guy knew one secret, and that secret was the financial pyramid. Now, what is a financial pyramid? And what does a pyramid has to do with finance? It is important. It is the structure of the pyramid. You see, if you know a building, when a building is constructed and if the building is like 7, 8, 9 floors, what happens is they actually go deep in the earth to build a very good and strong foundation. And once that is done, then they build the building up. Because if there is no good foundation, what will happen to the building? The building will collapse, right? Same thing happens with finance, and I have taken an example of a pyramid. So what better example than a pyramid? A pyramid has a large base, and because it has a larger base, it can withstand anything that is thrown upon it. And that's exactly what should happen with our finances. Any situation come what may, our financial position or we as financially should not, move or shake. So that is why I'm taking an example of a pyramid. Now, what is this financial pyramid? The pyramid can be divided into 4 parts. Part A is the base. So the base of the pyramid is very simple. It is the position that you need to make sure you are going to do your income protection. Now, what does this income protection means? It has life insurance, it has a mediclaim, and it has a PA. 3 different products. So what this does is, it is going to take care of situations which come to your life without prior intimation. So a person who has a mediclaim and there's a medical emergency don't tell you that, okay, I'm going to come down to your house tomorrow morning, right? So the situation is going to come to you when you are least expecting it. So he has already planned that over there, right? The second level, which we call, is the safe basket. So you invest in a safe basket. Safe basket instruments are your RDs, your FDs. Insurance policies also come into the safe basket, because all these people have some amount of capital protection. What is capital protection? Your money is capital protected. Whatever you invest, that amount what you're investing is protected. It is not going to go down with the market, right? From there, you now move on to a little risk. So you invest in little risk basket. So you have risk over here, but what you also have is returns. Now, once my base is done and my safe basket is done, I'm going to start putting my money into the little risk basket. So I'm going to invest here knowing that there is risk, but there is also returns. So what options do we have here? You have your share market, you have your mutual funds over here. So you start investing there. And once you have done that also, now you go for high risk, high return products where you can do real estate commodity trading, you can do your bitcoins and all that. That's the financial triangle for you. And that's exactly what the rich guy did. The rich guy, from the start, he started putting his money in all these different baskets, starting from the base. So today when there is a corona pandemic, he knows he has a good mediclaim, so the medical expenses can be taken care of. Even if there is a lockdown today, from the start he has a lot of savings. He has savings in his FD, he has savings in his RD, he has savings in his insurance policy, so he can get a loan if it is needed. So he has different products where he has already parked his money. So if there is no money for the next, few months, it's not really going to affect him. But on the other hand, the poor guy is going to really suffer. Right? I call them Changu Mangu. Yes? So the rich guy is the Changu guy because he lives Changa. He doesn't have to think much. He's planned everything and he's going with that. His life is Changa. The Mangu is the guy who only listens to his मन. मन की बात सुनता है सिर्फ. तो अगर उसको मन किया उसको आज ये करना है तो वो करेगा. अगर उसको मन किया आज वो करना है तो वो करेगा. Right? कोई decision making planning कुछ नहीं है. तो Mangu now suffering because he did not really think that time of what he has to do. That's the actual secret. So there are 4 steps. You were saying, Rohit, there are 5 steps to becoming rich, right? So I told you 4. The lower level, that's your income protection. Then you did your second level, that is safe basket investment, little risk, high risk, high return. What's the fifth point? So the fifth point is how you will stay rich. Getting rich, this financial triangle will help you to do that. Going down to up and not up to down. Most of us are up to down. We first invest in the market and then think if you want to have some insurance in the future sometime, but then the market crashes and you become mangu. Right? To stay rich, you have to simply follow this pattern as and how you keep growing in terms of your financial scores. So my salary increases from 60,000 to 80,000. Your savings also go into all these baskets proportionally. So I hope the idea of me telling you how to get rich and stay rich is understood. Please share it with your friends and family so that they also understand how this happens. I would also like to see a comment in the chat box down there to understand how many of you are following the rich guy or the poor guy right now. And what did you learn from this video? And do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notified every time I put up a new video. Thank you for being patient and listening. That's it from me today. Thank you. Jai Hind.